been at Coles Mine RV Resort in Lebanon, Maine for the last couple days. Everybody bugged out today. It's Monday, but it's our second time here. It's pretty good. On our way to the pool. No running, no running. No running, no running.
Scoundrels that are probably...
Yeah, definitely.
There you go. You're supposed to...
Okay, smile. You look up or do you look down?
Just smile.
What are we doing?
It's videotaping.
That's it. We did it. That's it.
We're good.
Well, folks, it's time for us to hit the road again. Chantel and I are getting pretty antsy. We've been in New Hampshire and in the state of Maine for just about a month. And we're currently in Lebanon, Maine. Last year when we left and did our westbound journey, our first trip out west, we departed Coles Mine, and we're creatures of habit, and we're once again leaving, departing Coles Mine in Lebanon, Maine, and we are going on quite the epic family adventure. I looked at the map real quick this morning. I want to say, so we're starting July 2nd, Lebanon, Maine, and eventually we're going to get into Lake Havasu City on November 15th. So we got a lot of time, a lot of land, a lot of miles between here and there. As of right now, we have about 6,200 miles that we're going to be traveling over the next few months, and that'll probably increase a little bit more because we haven't mapped out our trip towards the end of the year. So we don't really have September fully booked. We don't have October booked, but we're thinking about maybe tacking on Joshua Tree National Forest, some of the redwoods, sequoias, Zion, hopefully. And if we get lucky, maybe we might try the North Rim if it's still open by the time we get there. Because earlier this year we did the South Rim, which was epic, but everybody says try the North Rim. So this might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to check that out. But we have one stop here in Brattleboro, Vermont, and then we're going to have in total about 5 one-night boondocking stays, mostly I believe at Harvest House. We're going to meet up with some friends hopefully in Ohio, maybe meet up with my close friend in New York. We were going to meet up with Ian in New Hampshire and or Maine, but he got held back a little bit, so I'm going to reach out to him later on today, and hopefully we can meet up somewhere in New York. That's where I'm thinking that we might be, and cross paths that way. Yeah, so hopefully you tune in, like, subscribe, and comment, especially if you have any locations in the western part of the U.S. We're going to do Yellowstone, West Glacier, Tetons, Coeur d'Alene. We're going to head to Cannon Beach, Lake Tahoe, and then we're going to kind of plan after Lake Tahoe in the next couple days. So we'll see you on the road. We noticed a couple weeks ago we were having issues with the generator. I've actually been having issues with the generator for about a year now. But ironically enough, we're getting ready to head out west and it doesn't want to run. So, and it's 87 right now in Maine. And the further we go west, probably the more warm and muggy it's going to get, especially in New York and Ohio. So hopefully it works out, but chances are we're going to have to get it looked at. driving an RV cross country, it is definitely a team effort, and our first stop along the way in Brattleboro, Vermont was at this really nice little distillery, which was perfect, but it was a little tight in the back. When I was arriving, Chantel was working and tied up and not able to assist me with getting into the parking spot for the night. So as you can see, I had some difficulty. At about this point, I realized I wasn't going to make the turn. So I don't like backing up, but I did slightly reverse, thinking that I could gain a couple feet and then cut my wheel. As you can see, I'm not really going too far backwards. And then I gave it another shot and then realized just didn't have enough room to make the turn. So I ended up disconnecting. Chantel's in a meeting, but it's a little too close for me, so I had to disconnect. Close, but not close enough. We're at a distillery in Brattleboro. Check it out. Got about an hour. Shit ton of work, so it's called Saxton's Distillery in Brattleboro.
There's a small one, but they have a big one and some small one.
Okay.
Now the pool.
Ladies and gentlemen. Huh? Ladies and gentlemen.
Grab some of yours.
Oh.
Grab that one. Thank you.
Grab these ones too. No. Grab those. There you go.
I have the hand.
Oh, great job, Estelle. You did it.
At Bobby's house.
Bobby's house.
Yeah, but what's your best friend at Bobby's house? At Bobby's. What's your best friend at Bobby's house? Where's your best friend?
No, lemon.
No.
The yellow parrot.
bird.
Oh.
That's my favorite.
Oh.
Estelle, what did I say about Bobby's house?
Yeah, Daddy said, what are you talking about? Said, what? We're not going to Bobby's house. Said, what are you talking about? Dad, you're doing that. Dad, you're doing that.
This is our first stop of our next trip that we have planned through September. We're in Brattleboro, Vermont at Saxton's Distillery. It was a nice quiet night. Awesome harvest host. We have about 5 harvest hosts before our first campground that we stay at for a week in the Upper Peninsula, so we're very excited about that. But we're going to be visiting some people along the way, so people we met were camping. Very excited about that. And the kids are stomping on something. But yeah, so we'll do a couple harvest hosts videos through Vermont, New York, Ohio to get to Michigan. But we are excited for this new season, and because we're hitting a lot of national parks, we bought a national park scratch off thing that we'll show you guys, and I'm gonna try to do a little bit more videoing and narrating to kind of help Guy out because it is a lot, and I do enjoy doing it, so hopefully you guys will enjoy what I have to add to some of Guy's content.
Just got back for a quick walk. We're going to try to get some exercise either before we hit the road every day or right after we have dinner to kind of burn some calories, get a little bit of exercise, try to tucker the kids out because as they get a little bit older, they get a little bit more energy. Like you saw when we came in here, it was really tight. I probably could have hit it had I started my turn a little bit sooner, but pretty cool harvest host. If you like hard booze, they got some tastings, and most of it's maple syrup based, so it's a little sweet. I prefer sweet, but it was cool. The owner was nice. He's got a bum shoulder, but he's on the mend. Hopefully he'll be back 100% soon. Thank you for your hospitality. We were the only ones here staying the night, but another one can fit behind us, and I think they have room for either one 45-footer or a couple 30, or maybe you might be able to fit 2 40-footers in there. Maybe not. Might be a little tight, but I-91 is literally just beyond where the rig sits, but they have a bunch of trees, keeps the noise down, and we are headed back to Delancey, New York. If you watched our channel last year, we were there. We're really hoping that the taco truck's going to be there. Cool guy, fun to chat with. Our generator, no hiccups yesterday after we got on the road, which we're very thankful for. So hopefully whatever issues we're having, we've worked through it. Back to Delancey, we're going to stay there the night. It's a brewery, and tomorrow we have a harvest host in New York as well, and then there's another one just before we get into Pennsylvania and Ohio. Hopefully we'll be able to meet up with some friends in Ohio. We were trying to meet up with Ian yesterday, but his route was a little bit north, and he's back in New Hampshire, and we wish him safe travels. Love you, buddy. And so we'll see you in Delancey. So spoke a little too soon. We had fired up the generator. It was actually running pretty strong this morning. We shut it down to give it a little bit of rest, save some fuel. We just fired it up about, 5 minutes ago. It ran for about 4 minutes and it died. So we're gonna fire it up a few more times. Rough start. It's been doing that lately, and it'll do this kind of like surging. Yeah, all we did that was different was Chantel put the slide in, and we have everything else off. There might be one bathroom light that was on, but putting in the slide and having one light shouldn't kill the generator. And we had the AC going as well. But that shouldn't be enough power to shut the generator off. So we're gonna hang out for a few minutes. Hopefully it stays running. So far it's running pretty good. Let's see if she put the other slide in, and then we're gonna have to get the jacks up. Oh, slide's still out, so let's see if she'll put that in. You want to put that other slide in and check it out? Alright, she's gonna put that slide in. We'll see if it affects anything with the generator. Probably moving it now. Kicked up the generator a little bit. It seems to be acting normal. Usually after it does a rough start like that, it won't stay running very long, but it's about 85 degrees already. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's heating up. It's going to be a scorcher. That slide's probably already in, and we'll get the jacks retracted, see if that'll affect anything.
Jacks or what?
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get the jacks up, see if that'll affect anything. But it seems to be running pretty strong right now. So, but it was running strong earlier. It ran great last night, no hiccups. We had it basically running all day yesterday once it stayed on. Friends back home were like, you need to video some of the drama. We have plenty of drama, so we'll try to bring that to you. So even though traveling is fun, adventurous, it is stressful. Just driving this rig alone is stressful. Trying to get into parking lots can be a pain in the neck. Setting up, departing, everything's, you know, trying to keep the temperature cool in the coach for the kids, because we don't want them to overheat on us. And for whatever reason, they like blankets on them. They like blankets over them while they travel, and they're on their tablets and doing their things. So we want to make sure it's as close to an ice box as possible. But I think we're going to be in business. We'll keep an eye on it. We're going to turn her over, and we'll be on the road in about 10 minutes. For those who travel in RVs that do not have air brakes, usually takes 5 minutes, give or take, to let the air pressure build up in the rig, and then it'll purge some of that air out. And a good rule of thumb is wait for it to purge, and then you should have plenty of air in the system to safely operate the rig. So we'll wait for that to go off, and as soon as they're ready in there, we'll be headed west. So half hour, 45 minutes. Ironically enough, we're in the parking lot of a harvest host. We stayed here about a year ago, but we're getting a pretty nasty storm. High winds, torrential rain, so they got a big parking lot here. It's right across from Vermont Distillers. So we're gonna wait it out for about an hour and get the kids up and about.
Generator's off.
What?
Generator's off. So
Generator's
shut
off.
the air off.
Storm has passed. We have blue skies now. fellow camper up there. So we're going to make our way down the backside of this mountain pass into towards Troy, New York, and then I think we've got about an hour and a half.
Side of the roads.
So we are officially underway, and we have quite the trip planned. Our first major stop is going to be in the UP of Michigan. We've wanted to visit this part of the country before, but unfortunately we haven't made it up there. So that is our first major destination, and then we'll slowly make our way west, hitting most of the national parks: Yellowstone, West Glacier. We check out the Tetons. Head down to Cannon Beach for all you Goonie fans out there, and Lake Tahoe, San Diego. Might do the Zion and so many other places. So if you like the video, like it, subscribe, and drop comments because I like reading them.